Welcome. The goal of this presentation is to show you how to use the search function within FamilySearch for a specific individual. So again, as always, make sure that once you do it, you're done. But I like to make sure that everyone knows that you click on your name and make sure that in your settings that it gives you that your email is open for the public. Here's a click. So I'm looking through the Baker genealogy, and I get to Joseph Baker, and I see that he died in 1925 in Minden, Cache County. But when I go to his specific record, I don't see an instance of FamilySearch Family Tree containing his Find a Grave record hint as being applied, and there's no hints to be applied. We could standardize. Anytime you're adding information, it's good to make sure that that standardized function is on, and that might be why we didn't get that to come up. So this looks standardized. Someone put that in there back in January, but since it says it's not standardized, that might be why it's not pulling up. So we could click on that, put a space around it, making sure it's not the space that deletes everything, and update that so that the computer sees it. We do see that we do have a picture of the gravestone, and there is a Find a Grave in here from another application that's been added, which is great for the history of the person, but I'm not sure that these world symbols that show that it's from Ancestry help in the searching within the cloud for FamilySearch. So it's an easy thing, although it wasn't easy at the beginning for me, to click on the search functions. So you can search FamilySearch, Ancestry, Find My Past or Heritage. These other three applications are fee-based, but with your church membership record, you can connect to those, and the church help section does have a lot of great tools to show you how to do that, and they're experts at troubleshooting. If you go to the Help Center, you see some documents that tell you how. That's why sometimes, like getting on to the site, things like that, there's so many unique things that can happen that I don't spend time showing you. But FamilySearch should work just fine, no matter once you're logged into the site and you can see your name. So it gives us some hints for what can be applied. The thing I don't like is it doesn't tell you if it's already applied. So I have it open in another site so I can look and see, okay, this one is there and this one's there, but not this one. Sometimes I don't like the instance, and I click on collections and I look through and say, okay, there's 63 collections. They're just showing me 5. And the census records and migration and military and other. And so anytime you have it from another site, it's good to find it within FamilySearch also. I don't believe we're going to show Find a Grave in here as one of the hints. And so where there's no Find a Grave, but we know it's out there. So we go into the top search for records, and we see that our search criteria was on the left, but we've got to add it. Oh no, we don't have to add it in here. We go below the map here to browse all collections, and it doesn't show up because there's so many 2,000 plus collections. But I find if you could just type in find, there's Find a Grave. And you can go to a different application for Find a Grave. I like this application for searching better than the Find a Grave application. I don't have an empty one right now to show you because it has fewer items that you can search on. And so here's mine, and you see that when you type in a first name, you can't just type in the first name. And sometimes when they're married, it doesn't work. Oh, you got to have at least 2 characters of the surname. I'm not sure just 2 characters work. But over here, you can do that. So, of course, I lose my place when I bounce around. There's the find a grave. It's asking us to enter the information again, and we know it's Joseph, probably was in that Baker. And we'll put in death, 1925, because it came up on the website real easy. And search for that. And hopefully it comes right up. As you could tell, I did find it. Let's see. Because there we have it, and so I know the number. So I could, but I can't search on our website, find Family Search by the number, which is a function I've asked them to add. So there's one in Lehigh, and there's one in Cache. And again, we don't have the number to see what it is. We've got the details here that could show us more information. There we go. There it is for him. So now we can attach it. I'm going to double check that that's the same. 1925. And 1839 is the birth date. And does not 1921. Photograph included. That's a different. That's Joseph Marvin Baker. Keep searching. We could add in that birth date, 1839. There we go. This should be him. Click on his name, and we've got the attach to family tree. And is it the right person? It's number 3393-3934. And the number is 3393-3934. So this is the correct person. And we could attach it and detach it. That just messes up what it looks like. Since we came in through the name, it already links us up. If we came in just through the search function at the beginning, without being within the person's name, it would give us a place to go find it. So now we can easily add that. I like to add the information from the record. I didn't have an opportunity to buzz by that, but there it is again. So I can put that in there. I find it easier to read. I've not dissected the citation to see if it's all in there. If you're publishing into a book, the citation would go on each footnote for each fact. So now if we go to Joseph Baker, we'll see that we did add within the cloud for Family Search for adding more hints that specific information. So in review, if we don't have a hint for a record, we can use this Family Search, click on the Family Search and attach it. And then we see here what we just accomplished. There is the find a grave that just now we were able to attach. And I hope you'll give to me more questions, and that's been helpful for you. Thanks for contributing to our eternal family tree. Have a good day.